Hello viewers, I'm Mac. Welcome to your very first Python programming tutorial lesson. In this video, I will try to demonstrate how to create your very first Python program or file in Windows operating system. If you are interested to learn Python programming language for any reason and an absolute beginner, then I would highly suggest you to watch this video and start from there. Right now, I'm using Windows 10 Pro operating system with internet access. Python is a very popular cross-platform language because of many reasons. It runs both in the cloud and the client. It is open source and easy to learn compared to other languages. Here in this video, I'm going to show a few things actually. First, I'm gonna check whether I have got the older versions of Python or not. If I have the older versions, I don't need to install it anymore. In this scenario, I will show you how to delete one and how to install again. But in your case, if you have the older version, if you have exactly this version, then you can skip the installation part of this video. I will download the latest versions of Python from www.python.org website. Install the versions in Windows operating system here. Then I will try to demonstrate how to create or run your very first Python program. I will try to show different scenarios. I will use Python IDE, then I will use notepad, and then command prompt. I will try to explain a lot of things. I don't know how much that would be. Then we are going to test Python codes online. And lastly, we are going to share Python codes with others. So right now we can check Python is installed or not. Windows and R to start the run command, and then you can type cmd. You can start command prompt in various ways. I will try to demonstrate that a little later, not right now. But I'm using one of the ways right now, using run command, or you can click OK, or you can press enter, and then the command prompt window will show up. Now you can type, to check whether Python is installed or not, you can type Python, 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 and then double hyphen and then version. You can press enter right now. You can see that Python 2.7.14 is already installed in my system, in this operating system. Here we are using Windows 10 Pro. Actually, I have two versions installed in my system, but here it is showing only one version. So I'm going to that directory right now. So I'm going to F directory because I use F directory for both the versions. And then you can type Python, and then you can type the same code again. And I'm not typing this again, so I'm using up arrow twice and I'm clicking. It is showing the same thing, but I have also the 3.6.2 version. I'm going there right now, cd, then Python 3.6. Right now we are in that folder in F directory. Now we can type the same command again. I'm not typing again right now, so I'm using the quick process, Python and version. I'm pressing enter. Now you can see it is showing 3.6.2. So I have both the versions. So if you don't have any versions in the very beginning, if you type Python then version, then something else will show up instead of Python version. Okay, in this way you can understand that Python is not installed within your operating system. But if you are using a Linux or a Mac, if you are a Mac user or Linux user, then I think Python is already installed there. You can find out by using this procedure. If it is already there in your system, then you don't need to install it again if you have the updated version. These are the updated versions right now. You can always check whether the updated versions are available there or not. So that is the end of checking. I'm exiting from here. If you are an absolute beginner, you need to understand or you need to know where to go and how to download Python. Let's go there right now. So you can start Internet Explorer. If it is not pinned there within the taskbar, then you can press the Windows key and then S to bring up the search panel, and then you can type Internet Explorer. There you can click on the Internet Explorer. In this way you can start Internet Explorer. If it is not available within your desktop or if it is not pinned anywhere, in the address bar you can type www.python.org. This is the original website. From here you can download Python by clicking here. Automatically it will indicate or show you available downloads, and these downloads are the latest downloads. One of the version is 3.6.2 and another version is Python 2.7.14. If you are confused, if you don't know which version to download, then you don't need to worry at all. However, if you are still interested to learn which version is better, then you are welcome to check this website. This website has got a lot of info and you will learn a lot from this website. Most of the Python users or developers are still using the old version besides new version. Maybe it is because of their operating system, like most of the Linux user or Mac users are still using the old version. In future, I am sure you will see more upgraded or latest versions instead of these versions 3.6.2 or 2.7.14. The basic downloading and installation procedure might remain similar to this video. To download these versions, I'm gonna download both versions. Instead, I'll try to demonstrate how to use these versions both. If you are an absolute beginner, click on these two buttons. So first this one. Right now I'm using Internet Download Manager to download this file. The first one is downloaded already. So now click on the second one, the latest version. Okay, so we have downloaded both the versions. So we can start installing. So I'm getting out of this Internet Explorer. So the downloading part is over. If you go to your downloaded directory, you will see these two files. One of the file is Python 2.7.14 MSI and another one is Python 3.6.2.exe. In my case, I have already these two versions installed in my system, but I want to show how to install these again. Start with the first one. I'm right clicking on it and then I'm clicking on install. You have to run it. Then it is going to show a dialog box instead of regular thing because Python 2.7.14 is already installed in my system. So I want to remove it first. If you have older version, then you will see older version there, 2.7.2 or something or 5. So you can remove in this way. So I'm removing right now, even though my versions are same. Click on the radio button, remove Python 2.7.14 and then click on finish. So 2.7.14 is removed successfully. So click on finish button. We are gonna remove another Python. This one is also installed, so I want to remove it first. So you can click on open. One thing to check here that you need to be the administrator of the operating system. If you are the administrator of this operating system, then you can do this easily. You don't need the administrative privileges. Alright, I'm going to run it. Then I'm gonna uninstall. And you can always check the website and you can collect the latest version and you can update your version. So both versions are removed from my system. Now we can install. So we want to install 2.7.14 first. Okay, so click on install, click on run. Then it will show this dialog box: install for all users or install just for me, not available on Windows Vista. If you have more than one user, you can install Python 2.7.14 for all of them, or you can choose only for you. Alright, so I'm choosing here install just for me. Going to next, and here you will show which directory you are gonna choose. Right now I'm gonna choose not C directory, my system drive. I'm using a different drive instead of system drive. So right now I'm using my available F drive. So instead of C, you can write F there. Okay, I'm clicking on next. Here you need to check one thing very carefully. It will show that when the customized Python 2.7.14 will show up, you will see one thing is cross marked: add python.exe to path. This is very important that you have to give attention here, and you need to change this. You need to change, and you need to change it to will be installed on local hard drive. Why it is important? Because it is gonna add this directory python 27 to the system path variable. This will allow you to type Python into a command prompt whenever we are going to use the command prompt or the command prompt administrator. You don't need to add additional path. We can just use Python there. We are set right now. We can click next. So it is successfully installed there. Alright, we are going to click on finish. Now we are going to install the latest version, the 3.6.2. Okay, so I'm opening it, clicking on run. Instead of install now, we are going to customize installation, and here also you need to give attention. You need to add Python 3.6 to path. If you forget to check this checkbox, you can add it later also by going to the system path. So we are going to customize it. So we are going there. We want the documentation, we want the PIP. Installs documentation will install Python documentation file. PIP will be useful to add other Python packages. IDLE, yes, we need IDLE because we are going to demonstrate by using IDLE, integrated development environment. Yes, we want to install Python test suite, and of course the PY launcher. Okay, we are going to click next. Now we are going to set directory here. By default, it is going to use C or your system drive. We want to pre-compile a standard library and install for all users. No, where I'm going to install only for me. But if you're going to install for all users, you need to check this checkbox. I'm going to browse. Then I'm going to go to my computer, then F drive. And from there, I had this before, Python 3.6. That's why I'm not creating a new folder, but in your case, you might need to create a new folder named as Python 3.6 or something you like. So I'm choosing this one, and I'm gonna click OK. So I want to use this direct because the version is 3.6.2. You can use 3 or you can use 3.6. It is up to you. We are set here, so we can click on install right now. Just after showing setup was successful, you might see one more thing here, which is disable path length limit. When I installed it for the first time, I've seen another information there down here, exactly right here. It was like disable path length limit. It means by default in Windows operating system, the naming path is limited. If you are going to disable it, then you can increase the length. You can increase the length up to 32,000. You can disable. I have already disabled it. That's why I'm not seeing it here, right? But you can disable. In your case, if you see this visible here, so you can click on that. By this way, it will automatically disable path length limit. Let's check whether both versions are installed or not. Okay, I'm going to F directory right now. Here you can check which directory it is. It is F. So in our F directory, we have lots of folders, but specific two folders. We are focusing on a specific two folders, which is named as Python 2.7, where 2.7.14 version is installed, and another folder named as Python 3.6, where 3.6.2 version is installed. So you can check, these are the files. Okay, if you want to make sure whether system path is installed correctly or not, check that. You can press Windows S and then You can ask Cortana, I want to go to advanced system settings. Yes, it showed up. So just click on this advanced system settings. You will see this, and just go to environment variable. Here we can see path. You can edit to check a little bit more. You can see if Python 3.6 and script, it is already included. Another one is named as if Python 3.6.36, it is also included. These paths are included, so we are not going to change it. You can see all the paths, and here specifically you can see another path is there. Here 2.7, but if it is not there in your case, then you can always add there by clicking on new. So we are not going to change anything here. I'm getting out of this. We have successfully installed Python 2.7.14 and 3.6.2. Now we are going to test both the versions. Okay, so click on start, and it will show recently added things. You can see IDLE Python GUI or GUI, graphics user interface. Another one is there, IDLE Python 3.6 32-bit. So you can start the first one. Let's see what it is going to bring. Okay, it is gonna show Python 2.7.14 shell by python.org. So you can use this instead of using any text editors. For example, you can use Notepad, or you can use Eclipse, or you can use Sublime Text. You can use Notepad++, you can use Visual Studio, you can use Dreamweaver, you can use Aptana Studio, anything else. A lot of different things are there, but instead of using those, these are available here. So right now we are gonna use this. So I'm gonna bring another one here. Which one is IDLE Python 3.6 32-bit. One is Python 2.7.14. Details are here when it is installed, and it is Windows 32 version. It is also Windows 32 version and not 64-bit. Alright, this is Python interpreter. This is going to interpret what you are going to write. All the codes you are going to write, this is going to interpret. Just like command prompt, it is going to process all the Python command, and it is going to show the results exactly here. So we are going to test our first. It's too small, so you can increase the font size by going to option, configure integrated development environment, and from there this is the fonts tab, and you can increase the size. It is 10 right now, it can be 16, and click on apply, and it is going to apply right there. Okay, so we are going to use. Okay, so let's start coding. So we are gonna use our first function here, print, just to display something, and this is the print function, and we are using right now 2.7.14 version. Double quotes twice. If you want to print anything, or whatever you are going to print, or whatever you are trying to display, you can type it here. This is actually string literal. Okay, so you can type hello world there, because this is our first program. Typing hello world. You don't have to type anything else. The first one is the print function, and in other languages it is called method, but in Python it is function. It is built in already. You can print anything by using string letters within it. So you don't have to use any additional thing to show that it is the end of the statement or something like this. In other languages you might use semicolon or something else. So we are done here. We can press enter to see what it is going to display, or what would be the output. I just pressed enter, and it is going to display hello world. Let's see whether it is working here or not. Okay, we are going to type print, and then we are going to use double quote, and we are going to type hello world. We are done here, just pressing enter. This is upgraded in version 3. A few mistakes are there in version 2.7.14, or they decided to upgrade it. Here you can see the syntax error. We didn't use the parenthesis. We are missing parenthesis here. To call print function in version 3.6, you have to use the parentheses, opening parentheses and closing parentheses. Showing it here right now. Print function, and then you can use a space, or you don't have to use a space. It is up to you, because it is not going to depend on white space. So this is opening parentheses and closing parentheses. Then you can use double quote, and you can use the hello world. And this is the proper syntax right now. So I'm pressing on enter. Some of the differences you are going to see, and this is one of them. So if you are gonna try both, you will understand faster what are the differences by yourself. And if you see this more, then you will be able to remember this more, and you will not do this type of frequent mistake in this upgrade version. You can type also in this way, print, then you can use tab to go there, and then you can use opening and closing parentheses. There might be distance, and here you can use double quote. Here you can use hello, and then world. This means white space, it doesn't matter. The interpreter, the Python interpreter will understand what you are trying to produce out of this line. So you can press enter, same output. String literals can be there instead of using double quotes. You can also use single quote instead of using double quote. Both are accepted. Yes, same result. Here you can check the things. Print. If you use the parentheses, what it is going to show? Hello world. Then yes, you can test it also here with single quotes. Hello world. You can test also numbers. Here you can add numbers. I just want to show the hello world only. Here you can exit from the shells in different ways. Primary command is exit. This you can exit in this way. Yes, by clicking OK. This is one way to do it. If you don't use the parentheses, it is gonna show some that use exit with parentheses, or Ctrl Z plus return to exit. So Ctrl Z plus return is another way to exit, or exit with parentheses is one way to exit. We are exiting from it, and if we use this way, start them again. But this time I want to do it in a different way by pinning it. You can pin it easily by right clicking. This one is 2.7.14, so by right clicking it, you can pin it to start, or you can pin it to taskbar. So I'm going to pin it to taskbar, and this one also I'm going to pin it to taskbar. Okay, this one is 2.7.14 and this one is 3.6.2. So I'm going to click it here, and it's in this one I'm also going to click here, and it's going to bring this. So in this way, if you are a beginner, you can start this very quickly. So other ways to exit are the Windows command, Alt F4. If you are going to press Alt F4, it is going to exit, and it is not going to show any more dialog boxes whether you are going to exit from this or not. Or you can use this cross button, or you can click on file and then you can exit. By doing so, you can get out of this. Control Q, exactly. The shortcut key is Control Q. If you press Control Q, it is gonna disappear. So these are the ways how to exit from this IDLE, Integrated Development Environment. So far right now, we have used Integrated Development Environment for both versions. We have seen how to display hello world or any string literals, whatever you are trying to display. So now we are gonna show this in two other different ways. Right now we are gonna use command prompt. You can start command prompt in various ways. You can press Windows S to bring the search panel, and then you can type CMD. By typing CMD, it will display, it will show command prompt. By right clicking command prompt, you can start it as administrator, or by simply clicking on it, you can start the command prompt. In this way, you can start the command prompt. This is one way to start command prompt. You can exit from command prompt by typing exit. We want to start command prompt in another way. You can press Windows plus R to use the run command. Then you can type CMD, and then it will start. CMD will start, and it will display by default options. system directory, then users, then the name of the user. You might see your name here, or the name of the account you use as this user, or you can use Cortana. We are exiting from here. Another easy way to, you can close it by going to the start button. By clicking on the start button, you can see command prompt as admin or command prompt. You can start command prompt by clicking there. You can use command prompt and notepad to create your first Python file, or you can use the command prompt direct to run your Python code. We are going to show you a little later to use the command prompt as our third step, how to use the command prompt to run the Python code directly from there. Before that, we are interested to show how to use notepad and command prompt altogether to create Python files and to run Python. We need to change directory because we are not using C directory. You can check the Python version here easily. In the meantime, you can check the path and Python version 2.7.14 is there, also 3.6. But it is in different directory. I have to go there to find out its version. Okay, we are exactly going there. We are going to F drive, then we are gonna go to, you can type directory, so what things are available. From there, CD to go to a specific folder. These are the syntax to go there. So we are seeing here Python 3.6, so you can type Python 3.6, go to that directory. From that directory, you can check the version. We are not going to type again, so we are going to check version. Yes, the version is 3.6.2. We are clearing the screen right now. You can use if any file with .py extension, and then Windows will understand that it is Python and the file is specifically Python file, and it will understand automatically where to go and how to interpret it. But right now I want to show by going specific directory where it is installed. It is installed in F drive, so we are going to show here F drive. We are here F drive, and these two folders, Python 2.7 and 3.6. Right now we are here. From here you can do anything. Like right now we are gonna start notepad, so by using the command prompt you can start notepad by typing notepad. Then if you press enter, the notepad will show up. It will be untitled. You can save as you wish. Different ways are there how you are gonna use notepad. This is one way, by starting the notepad and then typing. So within the notepad we want to create a Python file and our hello world display. So you have to type Python command. You can use double quote or single quote as you wish. It depends how you are using. Sometimes double quote and single quotes are necessary. If you want to use apostrophe, you can practice hello world. Okay, now you can save in different command, Ctrl+S to save it, and it is going to display a dialog box because go to that F directory. We are using Python upgraded version, so we are going there. We are not going to create folder right. We will create a folder a little later. Okay, right now I want to use this all files, and I want to type here hello world, which is hello world, and I want to give it extension as py. We are done here, so you can click save right now. It is already saved as hello world.py. Right now it is a Python file, and if you are going to run this file, it will display hello world. To disappear it, you can use Windows command Alt F4, or you can click on file and save, so it will save. If you change anything, Alt F4, it is going to disappear. So our file is created and we didn't create any folder. To run it, you can type Python right now, because our python.exe file is there and it is going to interpret. Now the next thing is you have to type the name of that file. It was hello world.py. Before pressing enter, I want to show what it means. We used Python why, and why we use the name of this file. By going to that directory, you can understand this is the directory Python 36. In this directory we have created a new file which is hello world.py, and here Python exe is here. That's why we are using the Python. We are telling a command prompt, use the Python interpreter and run this file. We can press enter. See what it is going to show. It is going to show hello world. So this is one way to do it. Another way to do it is creating a file directly by using command prompt. The name of the file also. So I'm using notepad again, and this time I want to name it within the command prompt. And the next procedure is typing hello world, and it is the second way to do it, right? That's why I'm using here .py, because another version is already existing there, hello world. Now I'm pressing enter. So it is gonna show you something that cannot find the hello world2.py file. Do you want to create a new file? Yes, of course, we want to create a new file. So you don't have to save it anymore. Like whenever you are going to save, it is not going to pop up another dialog like save as box. So we are printing it. We are using the print function, parentheses. This time we are using single quote, hello world. We are using Ctrl plus S to save it, or you can use this. Now we are getting out of this, pressing Alt F4. Now we can run that file. Check it out whether this file is created or not. Here you can see this is the directory python36 because we are using the updated version, and this is the hello world2.py. So we are gonna call it right now. So use the Python, tell command prompt, use the Python interpreter, execute our new created hello world2.py file. We are gonna see the same thing here. This is how you are gonna use notepad. It is best practice to use a different folder, keep all your files there. In order to do so, we are gonna display something else. You can create that directory by yourself by going there manually, right click and then click on new, and then you can use a folder to a new folder, or you can use the quick access panel. You can click on this and it is being a new folder. You can name it as Python training et, or you can type training Python. So a new folder is created. We want to go there and we want to create another. You can copy paste this if you want to. You can copy both files, or you can cut both files, or you can right click and you can paste it there. Files will be there. You can do in different ways. So our files is there right now. It is not within these folders where python.exe is existing. So we have created a new folder so that our files can be specifically in one folder. We want to execute these files by using command prompt right now. You can run from anywhere because Windows will understand that to interpret .py files, it will use python.exe, but which python.exe it is gonna use, we will not understand. It will not show which Python version it is gonna use. To use Python 3.6.2 version, we are gonna type Python. Right now we are in that directory. So we are telling command prompt use Python 3.6.2 version to run this file. But it is right now in a specific folder. How you are gonna do that? This folder, to go there, you can type or tpython, that was the name. Then we are in that directory right now. So go there. We are telling python.exe to go to that folder that is named as tpython or training Python, and then run any of these files. So we are going to run it hello world.py. Run the first one, please. So if you press enter, you will see it is gonna interpret, and this time you can understand that Python 3.6.2 is used. We can run another one by going there and changing it py to. It is also operational. Alright, in this way you can use command prompt and notepad, and you can create different Python files where the extensions are .py. We want to do another thing here. What if you have created a folder in your desktop and then you want to run these files from there? Okay, we are exiting from Python 3.6 right now. The command prompt exit will be exit. We are exiting from here. In our desktop, we are creating a new folder. The name of that folder might be training Python. Okay, the name of that folder is training Python. We are gonna start. This time we are gonna start. Last time we used Python 3.6.2. This time we are gonna use Python. Run the command prompt, Windows plus R, then start cmd. By default, we are in C directory. We want to go to F directory, and we want to go to Python 2.7.14 folder cd, and then Python 2.7. It will go to that. We want to use Python 2.7.14. You can check by going there that it is there in F directory, and Python 2.7 is here, and python.exe is here. So we want to use this, but we want to run folder. We have to create a new file in this folder. Okay, so what you have to do, we have created the folder. Now we have to bring those files here. So go there. We have already created those files. So copy it and then paste it in this directory. So these files are there right now. We copied it and pasted here, but we are going to use in Python 2.7 or any Python, any version of Python. We are not going to be in this directory anymore. So get the directory by going to the properties panel, copy it, then cd, then /, and then this. We want to go there. Now we are directly in that directory, but this time you don't need to type Python because Windows will understand which interpreter to use. It might use Windows 2.7.14 or 3.6. We are not sure here exactly which version it is going to use, but anyway we are gonna run those files. So you can type either way. You can type Python. So we are in that directory right now, and we want to run these two files. So you can type Python .py. Is going to display this one, but if you don't use Python, it will also run. And let's see, in one hello world 2.py, it is going to display this. So in this way, you can keep your Python files in any directory you want. It can be anywhere in your hard drive. Just you have to tell the command prompt, go to that directory, and then you can run that. Okay, we are going to hard drive again. Okay, we are in 2.7.14 version, and we are clearing the screen. We have seen how to use Notepad, and we have seen different ways how to create Python files, the hello world file, and how to execute them, how to run them. And this time, so this is the our third demonstration step. In this step, we want to show how to use the command prompt directly. How to use the command prompt instead of using this integrated development environment. You can directly run Python codes directly from command prompt. So you have to show that, go to that directory where the Python exe is there. As soon as you are pressing enter, it will display which version is there. Because right now you are using 2.7.14, and how to get out, you can type exit, and you can see it is going to tell use exit this. Ctrl Z plus return to exit. So you can exit in this way. You can get out of this. But we want to run Python codes. So we are going to Python again. And this time we don't want to type. We want to use the shortcut. And right now, by using the 3 greater than sign, you can see that right now you can run Python codes directly from here. We want to use the same thing, hello world. So we want to print hello world, this time with double quotes, hello world. Okay, we want to execute it. It is executing. We want to use numbers 50 plus 50, 100 it is displaying. So these are the simple things that you can do. But in future videos, we are gonna discuss a lot about. In this video, I am not going to discuss the print function and all of its properties, and I am not going to discuss everything about string literals, how to use them, or the advanced things related to these string literals. Okay, in future videos we are gonna show. We want to get out, so exit. We want to go to different directory right now. We don't want to use Python 2.7.14 version. This time we want to use Python that version. In this way you can understand which version you are using. Python 3.6. Go to that directory, and from there you can execute Python. This time you are seeing, last time it was like 2.7.14, and this time we are using 3.6.2. This time single code, and if you press enter, you will see the same thing. 5 plus 5, you will see 10. And if you want to exit, you can exit from there. So in this way, directly you can execute Python codes. We are getting out of this command prompt right now, so we are pressing, or you can type exit to get out of it. Alright. Right now we are going to show how to run Python codes online instead of using any editors, Python code editors. You can use any code editors you want. It can be Eclipse, it can be Sublime Text, it can be Aptana Studio, it can be Visual Studio, it can be Dreamweaver, it can be Notepad++, it can be simply notepad. Lots of editors are there. You can use any editors you want. In future we are going hopefully we are going to show different editors, how to use those editors to run Python codes. Right now I'm going to display how to use Python codes online. So go to Internet Explorer, and then within the address bar you can type www.python. So many websites are there. Right now we are in pythonfiddle. If you are going to use online editors, code editors like pythonfiddle.com or any other websites where the integrated development is within the cloud, you can run Python codes directly and you can view the result. We have practiced the print function and the hello world. We are going to do the same here. Here it is going to display something else. We're going to type this hello world. If you press enter, it is going to show nothing, so you have to use run. So if you run, here you can see it is going to display hello world. If you want to use another line, like same print with single quote this time, and run again twice. Third line, if you want to add 5 plus 5 and run again, it is not going to print anything. And then run, it is going to display 9, 20. In this way you can test Python codes online. This was a quick demonstration how to use cloud integrated development environment to run Python code. Alright, we are getting out of it. One more thing I wanted to display, that is how to check paths using the command prompt. So starting the command prompt, then just by typing path, where the path is installed or not. Here you can see path if python 27 scripts, these are included, and system environment variables, and here also python 3.6 here and python 3.6 script, both the directories are there. It is existing here. So I think that is all for today. I hope you have learned something from this. If you are an absolute beginner, I hope it will help you to understand a lot of things, and you will be able to learn other things quickly, and you will be able to program efficiently by whatever ways you are going to use. You can use IDE or Notepad or directly command prompt to run Python codes in Windows operating system. I hope it will help you to understand the Python basics. I didn't explain a lot of things that I wanted to explain, but in future videos I hope I will try to explain all those things that are important to those, like Python interpreter, like the print function or string literals, or the differences in between 2.7.14 and 3.6.2. These are the things that I did not explain a lot in this video. To learn more about those, you can always visit the website www.python.org, or you can check the documentation. I hope this video will help you to learn your very first Python Hello World program. You can also share this program easily. You can check that in this video we have created a folder, Training Python, within our desktop. 2 different files are there, Hello World with py extension. If you don't see the extension, you can always, if you don't see the extension .py, you can always click on view, and then you can click on options, and then you can go to view, and there you can see hide extensions from known file types. This box is not checked. That's why I'm seeing .py extension. If this box is checked, I will not see .py extension. So you have to uncheck it if it is checked already. In this way, if you want to share these files, you can share these files with anyone. You need to make sure that if you used Python 2.7.14 and its libraries, whoever you are going to share, they must have that version of Python installed within their system. Okay, this is how you are gonna share easily with others. I hope you have enjoyed watching this video. You are cordially invited to watch other videos as well. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to comment within the comment panel, like and subscribe.